Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Browns are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Steelers, who will be testing that coverage. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And a look at the defense now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. The Browns have the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're...
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Browns defense getting ready. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Still 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing and then maybe explode at the right time.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. Oh, what a move. Whoosh. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Steelers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. We go to the second quarter. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This ends up as a loss of 7. Steelers with the ball early in the second, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 28-yard line. Browns on offense midway through the second. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. The Browns up now by 13. Steelers come out on 3rd and 4. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Steelers now trail by 6.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll go on the ground. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
He'll drop to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, it's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
First down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
He's got a man. Complete. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. So now one of the biggest kick. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And to give this time to the tailback. Hopping over the top. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points?